You ever meet someone who just doesn't get rattled? No matter what life throws at them, betrayal, failure, disrespect, they stay calm, focused, untouchable. Meanwhile, you're over here stressing over a text message from yesterday. What's their secret? It's not luck, it's psychology. And Carl Jung cracked the code. 1. The mirror principle. What bothers you is inside you. Let's get real. Have you ever met someone who just gets under your skin? Maybe it's their arrogance, their ignorance, or the way they treat you. Now ask yourself this: why does it bother you so much? Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Let's break that down. That coworker who disrespects you, that ex who ghosted you. If their actions trigger you, it's not about them. It's about a wound you haven't healed. The world is a mirror. When you react emotionally, it's because you're staring at a reflection of your own insecurities. Master this, and suddenly, insults roll off your back like water. Think about the last time someone's comment ruined your day. Why? Because deep down, a part of you feared it was true. But when you know who you are, nobody's words can shake you. That's power. In simple terms, when someone triggers you, it's usually because they reflect something hidden inside you. That arrogant person, maybe they remind you of a part of yourself you don't want to admit exists. Perhaps that selfish friend. Maybe deep down, you wish you could put yourself first, but you never do. And that liar? Maybe you've lied to yourself about something important, and it's eating you up inside. Jung called this the shadow self, the parts of us we reject, hide, or refuse to acknowledge. And until you face your own shadow, the outside world will keep controlling you. 2. Stop absorbing other people's energy. Why do people's opinions hold so much weight in your life? You post something online, and one negative comment destroys your confidence. You walk into a room, and you immediately worry about what people think of you. You spend your life trying to prove something to others, but it never feels like enough. Here's the truth. The world will ask you who you are, and if you do not know, the world will tell you. Most people are emotional sponges. They let others' moods dictate their own. Your boss yells, now you're angry. Your friend vents, now you're drained. Jung warned about this. People will drain you if you let them, because most don't even realize they're doing it. But here's the shift. Stop taking on energy that isn't yours. When someone tries to dump their negativity on you, mentally say, that's yours, I won't carry it. Imagine wearing an invisible shield. Compliments? They bounce off. Insults? They bounce off. You decide what sticks. That's how you become unshakable. If other people's words have power over you, it's because you haven't fully defined yourself. You don't trust your own opinion. You don't believe in your own worth. You don't feel secure in who you are. And when you're uncertain about yourself, you give others the power to define you. But once you truly know who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe, nobody's opinion can shake you. So ask yourself, who am I really? And if you don't have a clear answer, that's where your work begins. 3. The observer mindset. Jung taught that the key to emotional freedom is becoming the observer of your life, not the victim. Most people live on autopilot, reacting, exploding, regretting. But when you pause and ask, why does this bother me? You take back control. It's like watching a movie instead of being trapped inside it. You see the drama, but you're not part of it. Think about the last time someone made you angry. Maybe they insulted you, ignored you, or disrespected you. Now ask yourself, did they really make you feel that way? Or did you react that way because of something inside you? Carl Jung believed that nobody has the power to control your emotions unless you give it to them. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Let that sink in. If someone insults you, you choose whether to feel offended or indifferent. If someone ignores you, you choose whether to feel rejected or unbothered. If someone disrespects you, you choose whether to react or remain calm. This isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. Because the moment you realize you are the only one in control of your mind, nobody and nothing can ever affect you again. Next time someone tries to drag you into an argument, don't engage, just watch. Their words lose power when you refuse to play the game. 4. Your past doesn't own you. Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." Most people let their past define them. Old rejections, childhood wounds, past failures. But here's the truth. Your history is data, not destiny. The moment you stop letting old pain control your present, you become unstoppable. Have you ever wondered why people lash out, betray you, or try to bring you down? It's not because of you, it's because of them. Carl Jung explained that most people are ruled by their unconscious wounds, and instead of healing them, they project their pain onto others. The person who belittles you, they feel small inside. The person who betrays you, they have no sense of loyalty to themselves. The person who tries to control you, they feel powerless in their own life. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. When you understand this, everything changes. Ever met someone who survived hell but acts unbroken? That's because they processed their pain instead of letting it fester. They didn't deny it, they transformed it. That's the difference between being scarred and being scared. 5. The unconscious mind runs the show. Here's a scary truth. Most of your reactions aren't even yours. They're programmed by society, by trauma, by habits you don't even notice. Jung called this the collective unconscious. But when you bring those hidden patterns into the light, that's when you break free. Ask yourself, is this really how I feel? Or is this what I was conditioned to feel? Why do you feel guilty saying no? Why do you fear being alone? Dig deeper. The chains are often invisible until you look for them. Now that you know nobody and nothing can affect you unless you allow it, let's talk about how to put this into action. Most people go through life reacting instead of choosing. Someone insults them, they get angry. Someone ignores them, they feel unworthy. Something doesn't go their way. They spiral into self-doubt. But here's the secret. You can reprogram your mind to stop reacting. Carl Jung once said, "Your perception will become clear only when you can look into your own soul." That means the first step is self-awareness, which leads us to the power of indifference. Jung once said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." Why? Because when you fully accept who you are, flaws and all, you no longer crumble under criticism or beg for approval. Indifference isn't coldness, it's freedom. The moment you stop needing everyone to like you, you become untouchable. The moment you stop fearing rejection, you hold all the power. Think about that person who ghosted you. At first it stung, but what if you truly didn't care? What if their opinion meant nothing? That's the secret of high-value people. They don't resist negativity, they simply don't let it in. Next we look at the alchemy of anger, turning poison into power, which explains the Jungian concept of shadow integration and transformation. Jung believed that anger, jealousy and pain aren't weaknesses, they're signals. They show you where you're unhealed. A stupid woman lashes out or suppresses her rage. A wise woman asks, "What is this anger trying to teach me?" Then she uses it as fuel. Every betrayal, every insult, every setback, she doesn't ignore them. She transforms them. Imagine your emotions as fire. You can let them burn you, or you can use them to forge steel. The choice is yours. Next, the unconscious contracts you never signed. This talks about the Jungian concept of archetypes and conditioning. Most people are trapped by invisible rules they never agreed to. I must be nice at all costs. I need a relationship to be happy. Jung called these archetypes deep, unconscious scripts running your life. But here's the truth. You can rewrite them. The moment you realize, I never signed this contract, you break free. Why do you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself? Because somewhere you were taught that self-sacrifice equals worthiness. But what if you tore up that old agreement? Now let's look at the art of sacred selfishness. This explains the Jungian concept of individuation and authenticity. Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But here's the catch. That means disappointing others. It means saying no. It means putting yourself first, even if people call you selfish. Because the stupid woman lives for others' approval. The wise woman knows if she betrays herself, she loses everything. Ever met someone who radiates confidence? It's not because they're perfect. It's because they stopped pretending. They'd rather be hated for who they are than loved for who they're not. And the final key. Your mind is the only battlefield. Jung's greatest lesson. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. This simply means the war isn't out there. It's inside you. The stupid woman blames the world for her pain. The wise woman realizes she's the one holding the knife. The moment you stop fighting external battles and start mastering your inner world, that's when nothing can shake you. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop being a prisoner of your own mind? Are you ready to become the architect of your life? If this hit deep, you're not alone. But knowledge isn't power. Application is. Stay tuned, because in the next part, we're breaking down the exact steps to reprogram your mind and become unbreakable. Knowing the truth isn't enough. You need a system, a step-by-step way to rewire your mind so that insults bounce off, rejection fuels you, and chaos doesn't control you anymore. This isn't theory. This is practical psychology. Step 1, the daily mirror check. Every night ask yourself, what pissed me off today and why? Was it your co-worker's comment? Your partner's tone? Dig deeper. That irritation is a flashing arrow pointing at your unresolved wounds. Write it down. Over time you'll see patterns, and those patterns are your roadmap to freedom. Keep a trigger journal. When something bothers you, write, what happened? Make sure it's just facts. How it made me feel, why it might have triggered me. Within weeks, you'll predict your own reactions before they happen. Step 2, the 3-second rule. When someone says or does something that would normally set you off, pause for 3 seconds and ask, is this about them or about me? Most drama dies right there. Your boss snaps at you. That's his stress. Your friend flakes. That's her unreliability. Don't make their issues yours. Imagine their words as a ball they're throwing at you. Instead of catching it, let it hit the ground. You don't have to pick it up. Step 3, the observer drill, detach in real time. Next time you're in a heated situation, mentally step back. Imagine you're watching the scene from a balcony. Notice their body language, your own reactions, the energy in the room. This creates psychological distance. Now, you choose your response instead of spilling emotions. Someone insults you. Instead of firing back, observe like a scientist. Interesting. Why would they say that? Suddenly, their words lose power. Step 4, the sacred no framework, boundaries without guilt. Jung said, I am not what others think of me, but stupid people live like they are. Practice saying no to small things first. No, I can't take on that extra work. No, I don't want to go out tonight. Every no strengthens your emotional armor. Soon you'll say no to disrespect without blinking. I appreciate you thinking of me, but that doesn't work for me. Say it with a smile. No excuses. Step 5. The emotional alchemy ritual. Turn pain into power. When hurt or angry, don't suppress it. Transform it. Vent it out. Write a rage letter, then burn it. Ask, what's the lesson here? Take one action to reclaim power. Block, negotiate, walk away. This turns you from victim to strategist. Got ghosted? Write the letter you'll never send, then go crush a workout. That energy now fuels your growth. Step 6. The reality check question. When you're spiraling, ask, is this true or is this a story I'm telling myself? Most suffering comes from fiction, not facts. They don't respect me might really mean they were busy one time. Separate reality from fear. Replace what if they with so what if they? So what if they don't like me? Suddenly the monster shrinks. Step 7. The unshakable identity statement. Write a core truth about yourself that no one can change. For example, I am resilient. I learn and adapt. My worth isn't negotiable. Repeat it daily. When doubt hits, this is your mental anchor. Make it short and undeniable. Even if you don't believe it yet, your subconscious is listening. These steps aren't magic. They're training. And just like the gym, the more you do them, the stronger you get. But here's the real question. Which step will you try first? Drop a comment below, and if you want the deep dive on mastering your shadow self, subscribe. This is just the beginning.